Alright, so welcome back, everybody. So, this was just the first village, which is pretty much finished, village-wise. But there was another village I actually had started working on, although it's really just a house. But I found a new crimson biome, and found a new decent location for a new village. So I thought we'd head on over and show you guys where it is. We've got quite a ways to go, of course, to get there. So it will take a little bit of time to get over there. Yeah, I really enjoyed building that village in the Crimson biome, so I'll be doing that a lot more often. It really is the safest. Look, it really is the safest place to actually build a village. It is in the Nether, and it is in the Crimson biome. As long as you follow a few rules, it is actually the safest place to be because the ghasts don't usually spawn too close because they don't usually spawn. They don't spawn in Crimson biomes anyway, but sometimes they show up nearby if there's lava, of course, nearby, like a sea of lava nearby. So you don't want to build it too close to the sea of lava. Obviously not. But as long as you keep that in mind, you also want to make sure that the ceiling isn't too far away either. You don't want it so high that that it could still attract ghasts if that's the case, because they could still fly overhead, and that could be a problem. So you don't want to do that either. Oh, yeah, there's a nether fortress that you have to go underneath in order to get to my next location. So there's this nether fortress here. My friends never got the opportunity to explore this one, but oh well. So, and then once you do that, you also want to make sure that you put tons of warped fungus in your village. You want warped fungus every few blocks, maybe 6 or 7 blocks apart. You want them everywhere, filled in your village, because the I forget what they're called, the hoglins or I just call them boars because they are giant boars after all. They will not attack you. They are afraid of warped fungus, so they won't attack you if you have one, if you're standing near one. So even though they will come into the village because they get stuck in there, in several spots, even though they do that, as long as there's warped fungus nearby, they won't attack you regardless. So you don't have to worry about them hurting you. But you still don't want to get rid of the boars anyways, because they're the biggest source of meat. So you don't want to deal with that either. You do want to have them nearby. So you don't want a lot of the outskirts around the village to be filled with warped fungus, because you still want the boars to be around. You just don't want them walking through your village unless you've got warped fungus here and there. So that's another thing that you'll need to keep the village safe. And then you also need to make sure you always have gold armor handy. You should always have one piece of gold armor equipped, and you should always have one sitting in a treasure chest at all times. Because if you die, you lose all your stuff, you lose all your gear. Then when you respawn at the village, because that's another thing you're going to need, is you're going to need a respawn anchor. But once you respawn at the village, you're going to need to be able to access the gold armor right away. Otherwise, you could have probably 5 or 6 piglins attack you at the same time, and then what's the point of respawning if you die right after respawning anyways? So as long as you have gold armor around, and you keep the warped fungus around, it becomes the safest place to be. because the mobs that would attack you normally won't attack you. So you don't have to worry about creepers blowing up, and you don't have to worry about endermen attacking you if you look at them the wrong way. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff, which is really cool. And even the nether, the wither skeletons and all that, and the skeletons, they don't spawn there. You do once in a while get a magma cube that spawns nearby and then just ends up in your village, but that's a rare possibility. So here we have the village. We finally, after about 5 minutes, we finally made it to my second location where I was going to build another village. So as you can see, the ceiling isn't too high, so it's a good size height-wise. Now there is lava nearby, the sea of lava nearby, but it's not so close that you're not going to have to build any houses really close to the sea of lava. And then the ceiling does extend further up over here, so building anything house-wise over here probably is the furthest you want to go, is where I'm standing right now, height-wise, for building a village. Because the ceiling right there where it's at now is just about the highest it should be. And then, so there's a couple of spots here and there. This is a good spot for a house. Oh, see? He's running away. So over here also would be okay for a house, because the biome still continues in that direction down there. And then over here probably would be good for a couple of houses in this area here. But then this is about as far as I should go for building a house. If I was going to build a house at this location, that's about as far as I should go. Because, oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Walk away. It's because over here there's lava, and the ceiling goes up higher. So you don't want. I wouldn't normally build one over there. So this is a pretty good spot to build a village for sure. Especially probably even enough room for 3-story houses easily. So this would have been a great spot for a second nether village for sure. But alas, I was only able to build one house, and that really isn't much of a house, with the exception that I've got a respawn acre here too. So, oh well. I got tons of stuff, so I could have easily built a new village at this location. It's just too bad that I didn't get to continue building this place up. But, oh well, it was fun while it lasted. So yeah, see, I had tons of extra stuff. Just tons. I could have easily built another village here, easily. But oh well. It was fun. Cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. And this will be the last time you see this village. But I'm working on a new one in creative mode, so hopefully that one will be just really cool to see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you guys liked my village in the Nether. See ya.